You are now tuned into my Spinach My Sin, Blog Talk Radio, From goons to God. We only have one rule. That's be respectful. You are now tuned into my Blog Talk Radio, Welcome everyone. We only have one rule. That's be respectful.
Holla at us next week, man.
No doubt, man. And shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. Black Eye Stand. Still the Knowledge Radio. The Rundown with Renee. Don't forget to share the show, man. If you check it out today, if you check it out next week, if you check it out in years, and if motherfucker is dead, you are phenomenal individual to ever walk the galaxy, for digging up this greatness, and still share our shit. Shout out to you, and shout out to you. Don't forget to check out the website, DesignSpotMonet.com,
Yo, peace. What's good, man? Yeah, I can hear you good. Yeah, fuck it, man. Like, I ain't got no shape up, no nothing. I ain't hit the barber shop yet. You know what I mean? But it's like, listen, I got this is an A shirt, man. I think for real. Yeah, my fault, bro. Sorry about that. Nah, it was my daughter. My daughter just called me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you already know. Yeah, play a joint, huh?
I stay out the way, my circle's small to keep me focused. Used to think I needed all the friends till I got older. People around you say they love you, okay, time will show us. And what, cause we grew up together, now what I'm supposed to owe you, love. We went separate ways, time went by, perspective changed. They say so now you switching up, yes, Monroe can stay the same. I listen to these old heads reminisce on how they had the game. All fucked up, young and dumb, wanna go back but can't replay it. I ain't on nigga shit, niggas ignorant. Niggas can't be trusted, niggas die too quick. I'm on my man some moves to pass to make my people richer. I'm moving godly now like way before them ships was into God. I'm in a whole nother mode, give my respect to be gone. We ain't out here begging for nothing, no, we gon' get it done on our own. I sat down and talked to some bosses, we talk about some projects we been working on. I can't say too much about them, public we speaking in the code like switch lanes. Switch back both ways, I mean like both lanes. Win-win all games. Bet we try to ask for it, but they not gon' give it, so okay, we gon' take it. You saw what kind of said, it's just a movie I saw, and instead of it, we gon' make it. Like, you know, I'm tired of talking about what we can't do though. So much we can do, but they ain't got a clue though. You could run a business the way that you move, bro. Multi-millions in the tie and the suit though. They know it's true, they just couldn't let you know. Too much at risk if they told you the truth, so I beat the setup, I had to put you on. Fuck what they risk and we win when they lose, bro. Hey. We only working if we think alike. Try to work with everybody, had to learn that ain't how you live a peaceful life. We were just together, why you ain't tell me? I just wanted you to be surprised. Whole time they wouldn't understand it, I just had to let them see it with their eyes. Revolutionary talk, boss talk, not for everybody talk, long talk. Keep it real brief when you call talk. Only power moves, this ain't small talk. Oh, you thinking that I can't relate? Had the candles lit cause the lights off. So the food stamp to get the lights on. Ramen noodles with the hot sauce. I just had to level up, ain't nobody saving us except for us. And we got the bag, we just playing games, acting like $1 trillion ain't enough. That might go over your head, over your scalp if you ain't in touch. You know that we the chosen ones. You know that we got royal blood.
Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon an race is a leadership that will enslave. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is a leadership that will enslave. They get leadership that will forbear and that leadership is a slave. But we have decided upon the leadership of our own.
Not your average nigga, I'm a god out the hood. They came down, play me, I came up, I'm elevated. I ain't gotta say too much for them to know I'm coming for what's mine. You know they see me in my presence, say young, but you not just gon' finesse me like you did my people's limb back when you said they wasn't emancipated. Your head too big, you feeling yourself. The game wasn't fair, you had the advantage, we wasn't educated. I don't look at you people the same. Worst nightmare, my skin tone about them chains. Not no circus lion, son, I can't be tamed. You gon' have to kill me, pussy, told me in my name. I still wanna think our history started when we were saved. Come on now, talk about them pyramids we made. My show's by that name, you know y'all just been running game. The nerve you acting like I ain't teach you how to bathe. Hold up. You fool time and time again. Got me a few times. The tables turned out, I know about the win. I'm good, I'm back now. Oh, you know it's time to come, yes you did. Do it. Oh, nobody ever gets away. This ain't back in the day like you know. Granny used to see you act like she didn't see the ghost. No, we not buddies, it's just business, I just need a quote. They can't run the game and call the shots when we the ghost. I know killers and drug dealers, they all with us in me. Like the guy ain't perfect, I just wanna walk with you straight. First to bring down the toilet after we talk with them. Then nobody want them, we took them cause we saw God in them. I know you prayed for me, down from the tree, and you cried. What's for nothing? Through the day, through the promise, through the night. Make the money, put the money back in my economy. My brother, he don't talk a lot, he busy buying property. Hell yeah, it's personal, but that's the way it's gotta be. I got plenty critics, but I'm focused, they don't bother me. Back down, ain't no back down. Y'all take one, we take 10, man, y'all know how we come. It ain't no hoe in us, no, we ain't running. The death on my square is the death that I want. Yeah. I'm talking subliminal. Compared to what we about to do, what we did was minimal. The more we work, the more our competition look invisible. My money good, mama, they wanna make me a criminal, yeah. Y'all keep on acting flexing, I'm like, what I need permission for? Can't cut me out, I need that, I'm kicking down the door. I'm plugged wherever I got blood ties around the globe. They wanna see me on my knees, but I can't never go. You fooled me time and time again. I was temporary. The tables turned out, I know I'm by the way. It's our time, my time. You know it, you know it. Oh, you knew this time would come, oh yes you did. You know, you know. Oh, nobody ever gets away.
If you are not prepared to do it, then you will die. So we see and have changes every day. So pray, work, be steadfast, and be not dismayed. Because as the Jew is held together by his religion, the white race is by the assumption and the unwritten law of superiority. The Mongolian by the precious tie of blood. Likewise, the black man must unite in one grand racial hierarchy. Our union must know no clime, no nationality. But let us all hold together in every country, in every clime, making a racial empire upon which the sun shall never set.
Can you hear me now? If you can hear the sound of my voice, say what's good, fam. All right, well, just say something. Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2. We trying something different. I'm not sure what happened to the plug, but I'm trying to see if I can hear myself. I'm without getting the echo, but all right. So we good. Anyway,
You hear me now?
Oh, you there?
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, bro.
I think my shit was muted.
Yeah, you was muted, bro, for a long ass time. Anyway, I was kind of getting things together, and I think that
Real shit.
we'll fix that right quick. That should resolve the issue. And see, like yesterday when I did this, I had like an echo. Yes, there we go. All right, so, and like I said, we're trying something a little new. So if you want to call in, we got a new number. It's the Skype number. It's 216-539-0659. You can look me up, Jobs, on Skype. And if you want to call in, that's all you got to do. We're trying to get away from the blog talk. It just ain't been showing too much love. And it costs. This shit is free. So, you know. But anyway, what time is it, man? Oh, we still got a minute to do nothing. Anyway, how's life, bro?
Interesting, to say the least. Very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got no crazy adventures or nothing, you know what I mean? But peaceful. I mean, for me, you know what I mean? I'm chilling, bro. You know what I mean? My kid's good, so I'm good.
and that's apple juice for anybody out there that would ever be wondering. I'm slightly addicted. That's not slightly. I have a strong addiction to apple juice. If you know me, like I can never get enough of it. It was so bad, bro. I went to the doctor to make sure I wasn't like lacking some type of, mineral or some shit. Because I literally thought something was wrong with me because I drink so much. Like
Cause you like apple juice, nigga,
bruh. No, I am insanely addicted to apple juice. Period, bruh. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this shit. I can't even lie, bruh.
Like natural apple juice, or like with all the preservatives and shit.
Pretty much with the preservatives.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's like not too many of them. It's not the worst, I don't believe. But well, actually, I don't know, bruh. But I'm kind of particular about the apple juice I drink. But anyway, man, the hypocrisy of women. I need to know where the women at too, man. Matter of fact, tag somebody if you know somebody, because we got to talk about this. And this is not a general statement of every woman on the planet. No, this is just some women who tend to go overboard with the hypocrisy. And it's like we can't have requirements. We can't have expectations. We're supposed to take a woman as she is and love her. Nothing wrong with that. But the flip side of that is that women got a gazillion expectations, and that's okay. Why can't we have expectations, or why can't we have things that we won't accept? And why can't we pick the things that we won't accept? Like if you say the wrong shit that you won't accept, oh my goodness, women will drag your ass from here to Timbuktu.
It's a fact.
But if you say some shit that they kind of like, okay, I can see that, you might get a pass. But say the wrong thing, bro, and they're going to drag you. And some people will misconstrue this as some type of validation of Chris Brown shit. It is not. In no way, shape, fashion, or form are we validating what he said. But how many women out there have said they will only date quote unquote chocolate dudes, or that only date light skinned dudes?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the punishment for that? Oh, how many times have I heard you too short? Or how many times has a dude heard you ain't got enough money for me? That's not being a hypocrite. You're doing the same exact shit, but you get all up in arms until your mirror's in front of you, and then they get mute, bruh. And that's why I'm trying. Let me hold on. Oh, and let me get some of these whatchamacallits up on the screen too. And I want to hear what you was talking about too, man. Talk your shit, bruh. What you think?
I think that in the society and the world, the cultures that let's just say our society, American society, I think the new standard is double. The new standard is double standard. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody looks at something within the double standard. You know what I mean? Not including they shit. You know what I mean? So like I think when it comes to females, this is one of the exceptions. Like when I cheated, you know what I mean? When I cheated in the past, like I knew the shit was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew it wasn't cool. I knew I was hurting people. But at the time, yeah, I didn't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? I was only concerned about my interests and my interests only.
Right.
I think that's what it comes to, like outrageous behavior. You know what I mean? Like it's all types of shit. You know what I mean? It's just a double standard. And I kind of feel like the minute that we accept that, the minute it's gonna be easy to have the conversation amongst men and women. You know what I mean? I think that I've been with women and I know women who don't have a problem apologizing, but that comes along with self-awareness and accountability.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that's an issue that we have amongst us as men and women is some women don't deal with accountability well. Whereas as a man, you're taught that you have to be accountable because you're a man.
But let me ask you this though, bro. Is that partly our fault though?
No. Fuck no.
We don't contribute to that, bro. We do.
No.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. I don't contribute to someone not being accountable. That's 100% blame on that individual. Now, enabling somebody is something different.
No, that's
you know what I'm saying.
No, that's the same thing, basically, bro. If you contributed and you enabling, it's the same thing.
I don't enable. So like if my bullshit get called out, I'm definitely calling out. I'm too petty of a person. You know what I mean? Like I keep it a buck. You know what I mean about that? Like I'm too petty of a person to not let your bullshit get called out. So for me, that's usually where a lot of issues lie with me. Like I ain't shutting up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not shutting up. I'm gonna call that shit out, and we usually bump heads because of that and that alone. But that's just what it is. Like, you know, like I was talking about the Lala situation. You know, earlier, like I sent you the vid or whatever.
Right.
But, bro, you remember with Lala? You remember where do you know Lala from?
She used to be very DeMello. And
prior to that,
she was on what was it? MTV.
TRL. She was on TRL.
Right.
Did you see? You remember how Lala looked in TRL days?
Pretty much the same.
Fuck no, bro. Like Lala had no, like she wasn't built the way she's built now. Those are all mellow enhancements. You understand me?
That's called age, bruh.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's called Dr. Miami.
That's called age too, bruh.
No, it's Dr. Miami, my nigga. Chill out.
And she had kids since then too, right?
She a kid. No.
I'm just saying. I'll be honest.
Yeah, Dr. Miami, bro. That's not age.
Okay.
That's not age, bro. It's Dr. Miami. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she came off of TRL. Like, they make cool money, you know what I mean? But they're on TV.
Right.
It's not power money. It's not I'm married to Carmelo Anthony, NBA All-Star money. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a video that just came out this week with Lala at a casino or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And she was hosting or something like that. And she made a statement where, you know, like the City Girls is the hottest thing out right now. You know what I'm saying? And this was whatever they fucking shit songs say. I've heard parts of City Girl songs. I've never listened to one. But it was I don't give a fuck about a nigga referring to Carmelo because Carmelo was spotted on the yacht with his side chick. You know what I'm saying? But this is where the hypocrisy comes in. Like, the first thing you said out your mouth was Carmelo's wife. Like, her career was essentially built off of Carmelo's career. You know what I mean? Like, she was established on being on TV. Her face was familiar. But as far as where she's at in her career now, it's all partially because of Carmelo Anthony. Because of who you associated with, who you were married to. You know what I mean? So
but where is she in her career now, bruh?
She's on Power.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she's on Power.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? But this is where hypocrisy comes in, yo. All right, Melo had a kid during the tenure of his marriage. But nobody talks about her smashing rappers. You know what I'm saying? It's some rumors out there, you know what I'm saying? And niggas confirmed a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't get talked about. Like, nah.
I mean, so there's somebody on record that has confirmed the fact that she was messing around.
That's a fact.
Okay.
That's a fact. And everybody sweeps it under the rugs like, oh, well, he had a baby on her. So what? Like, if a nigga smashed my chick, I'm probably, you know what I mean? And I upgraded her from where she was at, got a whole new ass, you know what I'm saying? New titties. All of that, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
New nose.
I'm sorry, bruh. And I'm sounding like I'm defending women, and I'm really not per se. But we gotta be fair, bruh. Having a whole ass kid is totally different than messing with somebody and getting caught, bruh. Like that kid is a lifelong reminder that you cheated.
But we committed the same act.
Yeah, but you got a different result. Like it's totally different if you have a fender bender than it is if you drunk and smash somebody.
True, that's true. But what I'm saying, it's the same act. You know what I mean? Just with different results.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He you know what I mean? He a kid came out of us. All right, so what? Not so what? You know what I mean? Not so what? But we don't know what took place in their relationship for him to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what she did.
Right, but you speculating to justify some shit. When in actuality, we know for a fact what Melo did because he had a whole ass kid.
Man, look, if a nigga tell me my wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios, bruh, I'm probably gonna be out there. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh,
like, and everybody know that shit.
That don't make sense though. Like that's
just do.
If you so insecure about your marriage that some dude saying your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios flips your lid. Something
but
wrong.
what if my wife really tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios? You know what I'm saying? Then it's nigga, like, I'm probably gonna be out there.
Okay, that would be different.
And I know she smashed on another nigga already. So it's just kind of like that's just what they do.
I think she's a bad that's a bad example of just hypocrisy in women. I'm gonna keep it a stack. Like
no,
like
it's not.
It sounds like it sounds like from their relationship, it's just been tit for tat on a grand ass scale.
That's possible, but all I'm saying is everybody's first thing people say is, "Oh, he had a kid on her." So fucking what? Like you don't know who did what first. Like if she smashed on a nigga first. You know what I mean? And then he jumped out there because I'm great and I'm Carmelo Anthony. And you know what I mean? I'm a 12-time NBA All-Star. You know what I mean? And I'm in New York City, like all of this stuff, man. Like it's just what comes with it. That's what comes along with it. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, bro. Like everybody's open for game, but that's the go-to couple everybody looks at. But
I would argue
popular, you know what I mean?
If Jay-Z had a baby on the side, she would have dumped him.
Man, you're crazy. That's Jay-Z.
She's Beyonce, bruh.
Yeah, but all right. Jay-Z was Jay-Z before she was Beyonce.
And
you feel me?
Beyonce was Beyonce before she met that nigga. Like he said it out his own mouth. He chased her for years, bruh. We just got to be honest about that shit.
I mean, the nigga had a song in which he said he had his eye on since she was 15. That's
kind of creepy.
It is.
You know.
It definitely is.
But that ain't got shit to do with I'm gonna tell you what's hypocritical is say you become emotional with a woman and you feel like y'all at a space where you can be completely honest with her.
Mm-hmm.
She gets mad at you and whatever you say during that emotional time gets brought back up. If you do the same thing, it's hell to pay. Because that'll be an ongoing conversation for years to come. That's hypocritical. Now, there are some women that have reached a point where they realize, okay, yeah, you know what? I got to start listening to my mate, to my spouse, to my significant other, the man I love, you know, and vice versa. You both got to get to that point. But from a woman's perspective, emotionally, they tend to, at least in a lot of instances, not every instance. I have to keep saying that, man, because people would kill you nowadays. But in some instances, like I give you an example. Cardi B in one of her joints. What did she say? Something like even if I jump on you, when I call you, you should be answering the phone. What type of fucked up shit is that, bruh? Like that's the
mentality, though. Yeah, that's the mentality.
That's pretty horrible, right there, bruh. And I don't think that I can't recall a male MC saying the same shit outside of Eminem talking about his mama. That's totally different. You know, but that's acceptable. Like for women to be like, oh, I just want to mess with you because you got money and I'm gonna take your money and that's just cool. How's that acceptable? You know, and they justify it because they'll be like, well, we just doing the same shit you did. Well, we did some fucked up shit. Don't get us wrong, you know. But what's the point in if you're going to then repeat that fucked up shit? Now you being a hypocrite because you tried to call us on it only to do it and celebrate the shit. How's that right?
Females are the new niggas. Females are the new niggas, bro. Like, and that's and like in retrospect, like I said, everything's set up for them to win. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, however you look at it, like they're never going to be held to the same standard that we're held at as grown as adults. You know what I mean? Fuck the gender. Like, yo, we all adults. So at the end of the day, you're expected to conduct yourself as such. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like, oh man, she a female. I don't give a fuck. Like, she 20 some odd, you know what I mean? 30 some odd years old, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And that's not an excuse for being a female to conduct yourself. And like, I've had some crazy ass situations, bro. I've had my keys taken away. You know what I mean? Women trying to lock me in the crib. You know what I'm saying? I even had women tee off on me a few times. You know what I'm saying? But you look at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just take the situation and replace she with he,
right,
it would be, oh, that's a bitch ass nigga. Man, fuck that nigga. You know what I mean? Man, I do whoop-de-whoop to blase blah. You know what I mean? For that, you know what I mean? For some sucker ass shit like that. Like, women don't get called out on the sucker shit that they do.
That's a fact.
And in a relationship, in my experiences, I've been with women who, like, yo, you punched me in my shit, but all they gonna talk about is what I did. You know what I mean? Like, you swung on me, you hit me. You know what I mean? Period. And man, I ain't gonna put myself in a position. Like, I told you about that one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't taking that shit no more. But like, yo. I mean, but yeah, man, like for the most part, you know what I mean, with that shit being said, like, women just aren't held accountable. Like, it don't matter. Like, my homie, like, I ain't gonna say his name, but real talk. Like, I had to talk with my homie last week. He got into it with the mother of his child.
Uh-huh.
Yo, she 5-pieced the nigga.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? She 5-pieced the nigga at his crib, in front of his crib. Well, you know what I mean? She didn't know that it was all being recorded. You know what I mean? They got a camera on the porch. Police get called. They showed the officer what occurred, and the officer was like, well, you're not hurt, are you? That ain't the fucking point. You know what I'm saying? Because if you replace he with she, he's going to jail.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's going to jail. And that's the hypocrisy.
That is. Although I will say that is changing, bruh. Like it's not a, you know, a huge wave or you know, the ocean, but it is changing somewhat. You know, that part I have noticed.
I done got a woman locked up before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, you can say bitch ass nigga, like,
you gotta
whatever.
You gotta tell me that story. You gotta tell us that story, bro. You gotta tell us.
I think I told it before.
I'm not sure, but if you did, I don't care, bro.
Yeah, so I was over a female house I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And, like, pretty much, like, we had kind of got into it because, like, I think I was over there, like, a nigga called her phone, like, 4 something in the morning. Like, I had just came off of bouncing at the club and all that. I get to the crib, like, that nigga called her phone. So I answer the phone. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, what's up? So I hang the phone over with the nigga, like, yo, don't call his phone no more, you know, blah, 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 whatever. I wake her ass up, like, yo, what the fuck going on? You know, blah, blah, blah. So we get into it. I don't check phones. You know what I mean? I got no phone policy. So, like, I was dead wrong for answering her phone off the rip. Cause she damn sure I'd have flipped if she answered my phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I did it. So, you know, we got into it. she thought I had her phone. So she grabbed my keys, you know what I mean? Like tossed my keys somewhere, some shit. It was all this crazy ass shit. So long story short, I ended up getting my keys. You know what I mean? I'm trying to leave. Like she tried to keep me in the crib. So I finally get outside. It was this gay dude, yo, and I never forget it, yo, because the gay dude kind of saved me from getting locked up. It was this gay man with a jerry curl, and he had like a purple robe on, bro. Like, so I got outside. Yo, I swear, yo, on everything I love. So I get out there, and she like, I don't even know where she found this shit at. She picked up like a pipe or something. Yo, my windshield got smashed. Yo, she smashed, yo, destroyed my windshield, my nigga. Just fucked my shit up. So what ended up happening was the police get called, police come. She telling these niggas, oh, he got a gun, you know, blah, blah, all this other crazy ass shit. Now, mind you, I did have a gun, but the gun wasn't in the picture. You know what I mean? So now at this point, all I'm trying to do is leave, and bitch, you trying to get me locked up. You feel me? So what ended up happening was she was like, yo, he hit me. And I was like, yo, I'm 225 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, she's a little light-skinned chick. Like, if I hit her, it would be showing. You feel me?
Right.
It's going to show. So the police was like, yeah, he's kind of right. You know what I mean? Like, long story short, because of the gay dude confirmed she fucked my car up. So she got locked. They asked me, they was like, you know, what you want us to do? Hey, take her ass to jail. Fuck that. Because if it was me, they'd have whooped my black ass and locked me up.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, it's about accountability. Now, she kept the fucking hands to herself. She ain't fuck my car up. I wouldn't have felt like that.
All right.
You know what I mean? And I ain't press charges and no shit like that. I just want to get the fuck away from you. You know, so I can go about my business.
All right.
And you know, when they called me, you know, on Monday and was like, you know, do you really want to press charges? And I was like, nah. You know, I stopped dealing with it. So, you know, I left it at that. But yeah, I'm pro. I'm really not, because it's sucker shit, because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, if it was another nigga, I say it was sucker shit, but at the same time, I understand. So it's not really sucker shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, like, it's about accountability. Like, I can guarantee you, like, I ain't gonna put my hands on you, because I know what the consequences is for me. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna have to be accountable for that shit. So I ain't doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, Bob, like, it's not rocket science.
Hey, Joe Cool, say the do-rag and the Jerry curl unite. Bruh, a purple robe though. Oh my god.
Yo, the nigga had a Crown Royal, purple, like Crown Royal purple. That shit was shiny. It was like 4 something in the morning, yo. That shit was mad shiny at night. You know what I'm saying? That shit was all reflective and whatnot. And I was like, damn, bruh. But yo, he saved me for real though. He was like, it's fucked up. Yo, he talked to the police and everything, confirmed everything that I said. Yo,
I don't know what it is though, man. It's like the video is lagging behind the audio. You know, it's like a Chinese movie and shit.
Yeah, give me some subtitles, my nigga.
I wish I could, bro. That's too much work. That's too much work. Oh man, I do need to tell y'all, man, if you want to call up and tune in, man, I mean enjoying the conversation, it's 216-539-0659. Or you could just Skype me. I think I can get you on if you want to Skype. Hey, like I say, we experimenting tonight, we want to try to step it up a little bit. Be kind of dope, especially when we got some interviews too. So
yeah, where Lotus at? Where's Lotus at? Because I know Lotus gonna defend this bullshit.
Oh no, man, she be talking that bullshit, bro. She be capping, man. I'm calling up. Oh, I can't wait.
Yo, like Lotus jumped through a window, my nigga, and attacked the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Chances is, if a woman's bold enough to jump through my window, we fighting.
She would kill you.
Yeah, she will kill. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we fighting.
And
you know what I'm saying? Like,
and get away with it by saying that you attacked her.
Right. Or justifying it by saying he cheated on me. That's the issue. Is the justification of their bullshit. So what if I fucking cheated? Like, You know how much it costs to get a fucking window replaced? That's like $350, $400, my nigga.
Okay, so let me ask you this then, bro. The woman that you love with all you got cheats on you. You just give it a pass and keep it moving?
Nah, I'm out.
You just out. You gonna tell me you've never just lost it before, bro?
What you mean?
Like I don't know, threw some shit in the house or some silly shit. Just petty, angry shit.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like, nah, not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing to that degree. Like, I'ma leave. Like, yo, before I say anything out my mouth that I don't mean, I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I'ma roll, I'ma get my shit in order, and then I'ma come back and regroup and we can have a conversation about it. You know, but I don't like lose it. Like, I just don't.
That's admirable, bro. Cause most niggas have lost it.
I'm just I mean, as a young nigga, yeah, you know what I mean? But I ain't know how to handle my emotions. You feel me?
I mean, well, that's losing it, bro. I'm not saying niggas 40 still should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying losing it to the point where you gonna be locked up. I mean, but just like angry petty shit. Like, oh, I bought you this, I'm taking this back, or oh, I'm breaking this dish because I know you like that dish. That type of shit.
Nah, never.
Yeah, bro.
Like, if
I forgot,
like,
man.
my get back, it's a woman involved. You know what I'm saying? Like, for all of that, like.
So that's even worse, though, bro. Like, you do that. That's like the meanest shit you can do, basically.
No, it's not. Like,
yeah, it is, bro. Yeah, it is. Like, the meanest thing you can do is cheat on somebody. Like, that takes so much away from them emotionally.
You got to think about the damage that comes out of the people's, you know what I mean? The words that, the damage that's caused from the words that come out of people's mouths that you also have to be accountable for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I've had crazy ass shit said to me, and you know what I do? Like, if I don't go to the gym, you know what I mean? Like, I'm old me, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's probably gonna be a female involved. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm gonna go get this shit off my chest, and I'm gonna keep it moving. You know what I mean? Like, after I do what I do, like, that's just that. And
nah, bro.
We even, nigga.
You not, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
if somebody breaks something, that's totally different than you breaking the trust. That's a big difference, bro.
But what if I trust you? What if I trust you not to say the shit that you say to me?
I mean, but you cannot, under no circumstances, can you equate, bruh, what somebody say to you and you going out and cheating on them. I mean,
you don't know how those words affected that individual.
Like, where do you draw the line? Like, say if she fucks up the pancakes and says something about it, and you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go cheat on her.
No, like that's super extreme. What I'm saying is, in the heat of an argument, and you know, words get thrown, you know, insults, like, you never know how your words cut the next person. You know what I mean? It's all about perception for real. Like, now, if a female hurt me emotionally from the words that she said, you know what I mean, and I trust her to not say those type of things to me, yo, we even. In my eyes, like, because you said something verbally, and I took place in something physically, all right, nigga, we both hurt. You know what I'm saying? We even them. And like, that's just how, that's like, you don't get to determine how the next person is affected. So it's either we gonna work this shit out. Like, it's man, like I said, it's loyalty points, my nigga. Like, if I fly only Southwest, like, I get buddy passes after a point in time. You know what I mean? I get loyalty points.
No,
you feel me?
Bro. No. Well,
yes.
If that's the case, then okay, let's go by your theory that you get loyalty points. Oh, and by the way, did you see that I just bumped my? Oh, you can't see it, man. I just bumped my hat on the mic. It's an ugly look, man. Anyway, like, if we're gonna go by that standard of loyalty points, okay, I'll take that. Well, I would think that cheating on somebody would be like the equivalent of 1,000,000 loyalty points, and saying some fucked up shit is like, 100,000, 200,000 loyalty points. It's not the same, bro.
To you.
I mean, to most rational individuals, that is galaxies apart. Like when you start equating, I don't know, bro. That to me, like you cheat on a person, they relive that. Most people, like if you say some fucked up shit to them, they don't necessarily relive it, but they do think about it. True, I'll give you that.
So what if I relive those words and it hurt me just as much as me cheating hurts?
It's not.
Like that's not even.
It's not gonna hurt as much, bro.
You don't know that though.
Well, I take that back.
Like,
I take that back. If somebody says I don't love you anymore, yeah, that may hurt as much as being cheated on. You know, if somebody says something to that extent where they breaking up with you, you know, yeah, then that may hurt as much as being cheated on.
How about I hope you die? How about I hope you die? Like, that's not extreme.
It is, but like niggas just said that shit about their mama
back
in the day.
So that's been said. That's been said to me on several different occasions. You know what I mean?
Wait, hold on. So several different women have told you they hope you die.
Two, not several. Like yo, don't try to do me like that, my nigga.
I'm just
don't try to do like that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like two.
I'm just clarifying, bro. I'm just clarifying. Oh, and shout out to Open Mind, man. What's good? Shout out to Boxing Brain 187.
Yo, peace.
Yeah. Oh, share our shit too, man. Oh man, matter of fact, hold on. If you listen to the show tonight, man, share our shit. If you listen to it in 2 weeks, share our shit. If you are that individual that listens to our show in 18,700,000,000 in 5 years, first off, you're the dopest individual to ever walk the planet for digging up this greatness and share our shit. Man, that just gets me pumped up. It's kind of like my theme music now. My bad though. What you say? And shout out to Joe Cool. He got to run and go holler at his people, man. Definitely love that, man. He always shares the show too, man. Definitely appreciate that. But what was you saying, bro? My bad.
I forgot.
I kind of figured that was gonna happen. You know, hey man.
Yo, like I was on the roll a little bit too, but it's all about perception. Like one action doesn't necessarily equate the other, but you don't know how your actions or words affect that other person. Mm-hmm. So you know what I mean? Like speaking from, I can only speak from my experiences. Like for me, like at a point in time in my life, women was a vice for me. You know what I mean? And I kind of used that shit to what's the word I'm looking for? That shit was like therapy for me. You know what I mean? And yo, real shit.
So women were like, and let me get this straight. Like when you say women were a vice, like you was addicted.
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay. And so that same addiction was your therapy?
Yeah, to an extent. You know what I'm saying? But like, it ended up costing me in the grand scheme of things, it cost me. But like at that time, my mind frame, I wasn't thinking about any of that shit. You know, so you know, I was just out there. I was just running around. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I was hurt. You know what I mean? I was lacking in shit, but I had to be accountable for myself, looking for myself, and correct that shit. Because you know, after a point in time, like I lost somebody who was like super important to me because of what the shit that I was doing, and I had to check myself. You know, but once again, it's accountability, it's self-awareness. You know what I mean? It's me. You know, it's just growth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, like some of the shit that comes along with in relationships, you don't have no clue like where it comes from or why. some people don't know why they do some of the things they do.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have time, patience to allow, because like the person, when you initially get with somebody, that's not the finished product. You know what I mean? Like it's growth along, you know what I mean, with that individual, as long as well as, you know, while the relationship is blooming.
You hope.
You hope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, right. You're right. You hope. And yeah, it should be fucked up. Like, I can't solve your daddy issues. I can't solve your insecurities. Like, I can't make you happy. You know what I mean? Like,
but we supposed to be patient with that.
they not patient.
You don't think women aren't patient with us, bruh?
Man, bruh, everything is instant gratification now, man. Fuck no, they not patient no more. At a point in time, maybe, but now, hell no.
I mean, no, man. It's some woman right now who dude just did some fucked up shit a week ago, like horrible shit, and she's still riding with that dude.
That's a week, my nigga. It's
a week, bro.
That's not long.
It's not, but what I'm saying that's kind of my point. Is that's not really even a long amount of time. Let's say she found out he was cheating on her last week, and she's still gonna stay with him. Okay, some people would be like, "Oh, that's just dumb." Well, in her mind, that's not dumb per se. You know, she got some type of reason why she thinks it's a good move, and a lot of people that will criticize her end up doing the same thing. And they look at it differently.
Man,
I'm just saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but that's real light though. You know what I mean? Like, she found out dude was cheating or whatever. Like, he could be a good nigga who just fuck around. You know what I mean? Like, I know plenty of them dudes. Like,
that's not an oxymoron, though.
No.
How was that not?
No.
How was that not an oxymoron, bro? Explain that to me.
A good nigga who just fucked around? Like, yo, I don't know about you. Like, I've been placed in situations and like shit just kick off. Like the energy, like, yeah, you've been to a fucking concert before. The energy in the room take you over sometimes. You go to church, the energy from the choir take you over sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've been in certain situations sometimes, and sometimes shit just kick off. And now, at the end of the day, in retrospect, looking at it, I never should have been there in the beginning. This shit would have never happened. You know what I mean? But sometimes, like, you get caught in a moment with shit. Like, niggas make mistakes, but like, he can still be a good dude, man. Like, people make mistakes.
Right, but bruh, niggas only, like, when dudes cheat on their old lady, they only focus on that one mistake. They don't focus on the phone calls, the texts, the arranging to meet up somewhere, wherever y'all did to do. You know, that wasn't just a mistake that you just happened to just wake up and fall into some pussy. You didn't, bruh. You did a whole bunch of things before that you totally ignore when you get caught. That's just a fact. Just saying.
That's true. That's true. But then that niggas have fell into some shit before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, bruh. It just doesn't happen, bruh.
That happens, my nigga. I'm trying to tell you.
How? You gotta explain this to me. How do you just fall into the box? Explain that.
Well, I mean, like, I had situations where shit just get thrown in your lap sometimes. You know what I mean? And depending on where you at in your relationship, like, some niggas is gonna bite, some niggas ain't.
Okay, but that's not falling into something, bruh. That's you making a conscious decision to say, yeah, I'm about to go smash that.
Yeah, but like, what if she, whatever bad is to you, what if it's that badass joint? Like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, what you doing? Like, yeah, let me go over to your crib. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, yeah, let me go, whatever. Like, yo, shit happens.
Hey man, sometimes the prettier she is, the uglier the flaws, bruh.
That's true. That's very true.
So,
but what I'm saying is, like, from a male perspective, like, cheating is a conscious decision.
Yeah.
But it also depends on where that individual is at in life where that individual is at within themselves. You know what I mean? Where they're in their relationship. Like, if you already been through some shit in your relationship, and some, like I said, whatever your definition of bad is, you know what I mean? Some delicious young tenderoni come along, you know what I mean? Pay you all the attention that you don't get at home. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit. It's real easy for niggas to sit up here and be like, man, I ain't doing that shit. Niggas is lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas is lying, bro. Like, it's hard. It's hard out here. Like,
nah, man.
Yo,
it is
like,
not to me, and it's just me personally, bruh. But it's not a difficult decision to not cheat. Like, that's just some easy shit to do, bruh. You know, just no, I'm good.
You gotta say that because you married, my nigga. I ain't mad at you.
No, I don't. You know, I guess I'm past that phase in my life where I feel like a conquest is some type of, you know, like it's a stripe or some shit. I don't know. I'm good. You know, it's more than just. I know for a fact, bruh, that if right now something terrible were to happen to me, is that my wife will immediately be right there by my side and make sure I'm good.
That's our obligation.
No, I mean, people make obligations all the time, bro. Niggas obligate themselves to pay a car off and don't. You know, just because somebody say they gonna do something, it ain't the same as when they do, and they got a track record of doing the shit. Like, it's not like I'm saying it and just pulling it out of thin air. Like, I've been there, and she ride, bro. You know, like, ain't too many dudes can say that. So no, it's easy for me to be like, no, I'm good. You know, and it be sometimes, man, I get up, man, oh my God, man, like we done got into it or whatever, and I be just so angry, but not angry like that, bruh. Like, I just be angry and then we get over it and keep it moving.
Yeah, that comes along with growth and maturity. Like, everybody's not in that place in their relationship.
Yeah, that's true. You know,
And that be the issue.
yeah,
That be the issue. Like I love women. You know what I'm saying? I love women. I hate some of the bullshit that women do and justify it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like, yo, seriously. All jokes aside, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but for me, I'm calling that shit out. So it's just kind of like, either, yo, you gonna appreciate me for trying to make us better, you know what I mean, into what we could be, or if not, yo, leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, somebody's gonna appreciate it. Like, for every woman that tried to say that I was the problem, I've met another one and be like, yo, like, I don't see what you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like,
at some point we are the problem, though. Not like men in general, but just like, let's say
individually.
Yeah, you continue to go through the same type of shit, then you got to wake up one day and be like, okay, how am I contributing to this fuckery in my life?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. And that's pretty dope. I just realized it says My Skin Is My Sin live stream on YouTube. Oh, pretty dope. Anyway, and I'm trying to hit them with the number repeatedly because it's a whole different number than I got on the flyer, even though you can't see the flyer on the live stream. But it's 216-539-0659 if you got questions or comments. I'm curious, bro. Okay, you say open mind, say you tripping, bro.
I'm tripping. Nah, man.
I mean, Rome got a whole different perspective on shit. And I'm not mad at that, you know. And he had you had a different stage in life than I am.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, facts. Like, you married, you know what I'm saying? I'm divorced. Yo, I'm out here, my nigga. It's summertime, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, I got my feet out today, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and you know, like, it's just different. Like, it's different stages, man. Like, when I'm your age, yo, I'll probably sound like you. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, I don't think so.
You know what I mean? I'll probably, you know what I mean? But it'll be a wiser Jerome. You know what I mean? But like, at the end of the day, like, you know, like, half the shit I be saying is jokes, but then at the same time,
Hold
you know
on,
what I mean?
hold on 1 second, bro. I think we got a call. Let me see if I can manage this successfully.
All right, let's go.
Merge call. Okay. What's good, fam? Can you hear us? Somehow I missed the call. My bad. Call back. Right. All right, and I'm not too good with this.
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if it was time to talk yet. I heard something about said call it back.
Oh no, I did something wrong, and I think I just.
Okay.
You got a whole bunch of static in your phone though.
Hold on. Let me fix that right now. Hold on. My bad.
All right, but somehow.
All right, is that better?
Yeah, but somehow I think I lost Rome.
No, man.
Shit.
Oh, okay, bet.
What up, Ron? You good?
Yo, what's good?
Now you know I called to get on you, right? Fair. I had to, but I'm fucking with you though. Don't take it crazy. I'm still we all love here. But I gotta correct you because for one, I got daughters. So my perspective of this is from a father's perspective with some little knucklehead nigga dating my daughter. So I have to look at it and give you that angle. That's what I'm saying. So as I teach my little girls about guys and what to look for and try to be the best example I can be of a type of guy that she should look for, and she come and tell me, Dad, Roderick cheated on me, whatever the fuck nigga name may be. Should I take him back? The only advice I would give her is to do what you think is right. But I will also tell her, ain't no nigga supposed to do no shit like that to you and make an excuse and say, take me back, if he can't accept you fucking with somebody else. It's a goose and gander situation. It's like, I understand what you're saying, but that's when you was 22 years old, 23, and it's like, damn, she bad. As you get older, looking good shouldn't control your dick. There's a lot of beautiful women out here that, yeah, they give you some pussy. Sometimes if your Mac good enough, you get it for free. You ain't even got to pay for it or trick off on it. But it's always a catch. She's beautiful. She got niggas in her face. Her self-esteem all over the place. So it ain't just you. You ain't the only dude. And if your girl find out you smashed this baddie, right, you can't go rebound with the baddie. First of all, you can't trust her because you was one of the niggas she fucked.
Oh no, your woman ain't gonna forgive that though. Not and trust and believe, right. like who you cheat with makes a difference too.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I understand the premise of what I'm saying, but the reason it's still ultimately wrong and something you gotta fix as a man and get control of, self-control, is because you can't convince no woman on the phone, off the phone, you can't give her enough dick, you can't pay enough bills to convince her that logic is okay if she can't go out and do it. It'd be different if you didn't have, because most niggas can't stomach their woman fucking another dude. Half the pimps that pimp the hoes they pimp feel some type of way, but they get over it. It's something about your girl fucking somebody else that just do something to your brain, even if you don't show it and you a tough guy. So if you cannot stomach that, you can't justify your own actions. Because there is some dudes out here that can stand their girl fuck another dude. A lot of dudes is some dudes that's real secure within themselves. But for the most part, most of us dudes, we don't want to deal with that shit. Your girl fuck some dude, you ready to kill somebody. That's the woman that you love, mind you, not just some bitch you fuck. Let's start with the woman you love, the woman you've been with, that you care for, that you spend money on, you gave her access to the bank, and you give her privileges. That girl, you care about her, you don't want to fucking nobody. And if she had the mentality of, baby, every now and then, it's hard. That nigga had muscles. His dick print was big as fuck. You don't want to hear that. I'm just giving you, like being a father and having daughters, I'm speaking on behalf of the women in the sense that let's repeat everything you just said and put some pigtails and the pussy and titties on it and let that gender say everything you just said. You gonna look at her like, man, get the fuck out of here. So it's the same thing. You can't have that mentality and not allow the woman to have the same thing.
No, I agree.
And
I agree with that. Now, I'm a father with daughters.
But you single though, so we know. I understand. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
No, I'm a father with daughters too, and I told my daughter, my oldest daughter 15. Like, I be putting my daughter down with game for real. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this is what you look for, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is what you should accept. This is what you shouldn't accept. I set the example as far as to what man my daughter's gonna be looking for. You know what I mean? So like when the things I'm saying out my mouth, yo, like this is me. It's me talking shit a little bit, but at the same time, yo, some of that shit is real. Like at the same time, yo, you do have to accept. Would you allow? Would I take my woman back that I love? Like if a nigga smashed on my girl that I loved and we had the same bank account and all that shit, yo, I'ma salute the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'ma deal with her though. Like, and whatever it is, like if he ain't holding no gun to her head and make him fuck. You know what I'm saying? So if a nigga smashed on my girl, my issue not with him, my issue with her. So you know, I'm gonna deal with that accordingly. You know, whether I'm gonna stay or leave, you know, it's another story.
Well, it's automatic. That's automatic. Right. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying how you feel inside. This is all what Giles was saying earlier. It's about an individual.
Right.
Obviously, you would handle that like a mature guy and not go attack the nigga. But that ain't got shit to do with how it made you feel that she smashed that dude. Because Giles, he threw a question at you that was about how the woman feels, not necessarily how you handle the conflict. We're supposed to handle the conflict accordingly, but how do you feel inside before you decide I'm going to do it this way? I'm going to confront him or her. Before you make a move, you find out your girl fucked and sucked some nigga, swallow cum and everything. Your initial feeling of that information is going to devastate you. Oh, yeah, so why is it that she wouldn't be as devastated that you not only smashed the chick, but the chick looked better than her? Yeah, it's the same exact emotions you're gonna feel that she gonna feel. Same thing.
Yeah. I follow. What I'm saying is.
So all I'm saying is, go ahead.
No, I only use that example to say like, you don't like, for instance, we talking about a woman that we love. This your main. You know what I'm saying? Your right hand.
Yeah, we talk about that woman. Yeah, that's her. Yeah,
talking about that woman, right? Now, if she say some hurtful shit to you, like that shit cut you deep. You understand what I'm saying?
Because she know you.
Because she know you. You know what I mean? And you vulnerable to her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So with that being said, she can hurt, like everybody deal with pain differently. So like I was saying, I was only using that example to say like one hurt versus another hurt. There's no way that you're gonna be able to measure this shit from one person to the next. You never know how people handle shit. Everybody got different backgrounds. Everybody handles shit different. So I was only saying that you know what I mean? So like it could be words from her to me, not justifying it, you know what I'm saying? Not saying, because at the end of the day, we talking about accountability, you know what I mean, and hypocrisy. So at the end of the day, if my woman says some crazy shit to me and it hurt me and I went out and cheated, I can tell her why I did it. I can articulate why I did it. It doesn't justify it, but I can say this is where I was at and this is how I felt. But when it come to men and it come to us, how we feel is irrelevant. It's all about the action. It's about what we did, not why we did it.
That's true.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that. Yeah. But that's just the dynamics. You know, women are emotional, men are logical. Right. So when we do things that's illogical, they ain't giving a fuck. They ain't thinking about our emotions, because we don't lead with emotion. We lead with logic. They lead with emotion.
All right. So now,
to the woman, you did something. You'd already not an emotional dude, but you're gonna tell me how you felt about why you did it. That's how she gonna come at you. That's what I'm saying. And the woman does things emotionally. The reason it cuts so deep for a man when a woman fuck is because they lead with their emotions. She's emotionally attached to this dude on top of dick. She's just as emotionally attached to him as she is to you. Whereas you, as a man, most of us men, we logical. You could smash a bitch and not think twice. Like you said earlier, it's some good dudes that cheat. I understood what you was trying to say, even though it was oxymoron. There's some dudes that take care of home, take care of family, wife don't want for nothing, and now and then he go out and get him a little piece, but fuck them bitches, I'm going home to my wife. I get that. That does happen. But you, as a man, are capable of turning that shit off. Whereas a woman who operate within emotion, they don't have that type of control that you got. So when they do smash somebody else, it's always emotions involved. But that's understanding the dynamic of the species on planet Earth.
I'm gonna have to disagree with that one though. Like at this point on the planet Earth, I don't think it's always emotions involved with women.
Bruh, they sucking dick from the back now. You know what I'm saying? Like on the regular. Like nigga, you seen this city girl shit, bro? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like
no, I have not seen anything from the city girls, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you.
I haven't seen it, but I got female cousins and shit that be catching them watching that shit. I don't know about it though. I'm aware of it.
What I'm telling you is this shit is a whole different animal. Like it's female niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like the mentality, like all of that shit. Like the modern day female now feels as if, you know, I don't need a nigga for shit but dick. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted that, you know what I mean? It's they like no other race on the planet, bro, has like you not gonna hear a country song about a white bitch saying she don't give a fuck about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only using them for dick. I'm about this money, blase, blah, blah, blah. You not hearing that shit nowhere else. It's only with us.
Yeah, but they do that shit literally, bro. Like look at Anna Nicole
They do
Smith.
it. They might not sing about it, but they do
They
it.
doing that shit, bro. Like they gonna let you know, and they let them niggas know. Them white dudes with money, they fuck with chicks that already got money, and they be like, "No, you too broke for me," literally.
Yeah, they definitely do it, nigga.
Yeah.
But the gold digger is the original gold digger is a white woman.
Facts.
No, that's a fact.
Child support. The child support law that it is came from a white woman. It was a white woman pleading against the government to get child support. That law came from a white woman. So the idea of fucking a nigga and getting paid for fucking him didn't come from us. That's an American law. and since we black people didn't have no say in the laws back in the times, that's not us. We ain't gonna take that L. That's them. Now we're mimicking their behavior. A lot of us black folk, the males and females, we kind of mimic their behavior. But this shit didn't stem from us, bro. This stemmed from them. We live in this country.
I agree with that.
Go ahead.
I agree with that.
Hey,
I definitely agree with that. Like,
and shout out to Dark Meteorite, man. But you say good luck trying to find a woman who had the same level of class and maturity from our grandparents' era. Okay, I gotta tell. Actually, that's so disingenuous, and I'm gonna tell you why.
It is. Go ahead, John. Do it for me, bro.
You know, I know we all like to have that rosy ass view of granddaddy and grandma. They was some dirty niggas back then. Like a lot.
Yeah, granddaddy cheated on grandma. Grandma cheated on granddaddy.
Exactly. Like some of your uncles got different daddies. You just don't know it. You know.
Yeah.
Some of your grandparents got whole ass other families on the other side of town. Like I knew somebody that we was unaware had a whole nother family on the other side of town until that nigga died. So
all my aunties and uncles got different mamas and daddies.
Right.
My mama's brothers and sisters. My mama the oldest. All of them got different parents.
we like to look at them rosy because our memories of them are when that shit is in the past and they older.
Yeah.
You know. But when you start hearing them stories, as the older you get and the more privy you get to the real secrets in your family.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you go through levels of shit they'll tell you. You know, when you're a little kid.
Rolling Stone.
When you're a little kid, it's nothing. Get out the room. When you 15, it's okay. Yeah, that nigga was cheating on so and so. You know, when you 30, they telling you everything.
Facts.
Yeah, facts. But you got to get grown to dig it. Like me and my grandma close as fuck. Like I'm closer to my grandma than my mama. That's just how the cookie fell. I know all my granny's secrets. I know all of dirt. She told me all her left out stories. But my grandma about to be 75 this year, bro. 75. I'm not gonna refer to her as a thought right now. Maybe she was back in the 40s. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, goddamn, she told me the stories, but she ain't that now. Definitely ain't that now. And she's gonna tell me about women to keep me updated. My grandma, one of the coolest. She ain't one of them baking cookies grandmamas. She one of them grandmamas that keep it real, talk that shit to you, you know.
Yeah, mom's like that too.
Yeah, but the woman I'm with now reminds me a lot of my grandma. She got a lot of her traits, a lot of her personality, as far as like the nurturing and really loving the family. She just got that vibe. She reminded me of my granny. So it's like, I'm not shocked that I'm with her, but it's in a sense, I did kind of find somebody that's like my grandparents, one of my grandparents, minus the sadism. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you don't really need to have. You don't really need to get somebody that's like your grandparents. There's still good people out here.
Yeah, you know, you got, and we all so hurt at this point that somebody being good to you, it can almost be such an anomaly that
Right.
you chase it away.
You have to find good though.
I mean, well, yeah, that's a
Good is
subjective
broad.
term. Yeah,
It's a broad statement.
you know, but you should
Cause
be
good, cause
be
what's
able to
good,
know what's good for you and what's not.
and you know what? Those jobs, a lot of people don't know.
That's true.
That's where the individual maturity and growth comes in. You individually, male or female, have to know that the person you're dealing with is conducive to your circumstance, your situation, your beliefs, whatever the fuck you are. This person has to match you. We got a lot of the dating game. To me, I'm glad I settled down. I'm happy I got somebody because the dating game crazy is from what I'm hearing. People got so superficial and unrealistic expectations for each other. And we put the no, you ain't shit title on each other just because y'all didn't agree on something. Y'all don't vibe good. Don't make neither one of y'all bad. It's just that y'all not good for each other. And that's what a lot of us need to do as individuals, males and females. You're looking for love, cool. But understand that you got some shit with you. Women, you looking for love, cool. But understand you got some shit with you. So you didn't agree with something he said, something he did. Don't make him a no good, fucked up dude because he didn't agree that you should blow money on this dumb shit you blow money on. I understand what I'm saying, but everybody got to be involved in this. We got to grow
Right.
up within ourselves so we can recognize when motherfucker is good for us.
And you know what? You know, you have to define what's good for you. You know, we got to stop letting other people define that shit for us. There's some people out there that's cool with their spouse fucking around. And their spouse is cool with coming home and telling them, hey, I saw so-and-so and so-and-so. I think I'm about to go smash that.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a lot of couples who swing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Yeah.
some of that shit, like, you know what I mean? Like, some dudes don't care because they doing their own thing and they content with the state of their relationship. You know what I mean? So it just depends. Like, it just depends on the situation. Like, and every individual situation varies. You know what I mean? But like I said, at the end of the day, it's about accountability. So it's about you knowing yourself, what you can handle and what you can't handle. You know what I mean? What's a deal breaker?
Right.
And what's, you know what I mean? Like, what's a deal breaker for you and what's a deal breaker for me may not be a deal breaker for you. So, you know, it just depends. It depends on the individual knowing who they are.
All right.
You know what I mean?
And hold on.
You
one
know what,
second.
Ron?
Hold on. I got one thing. Superficiality goes out the window when it comes to non-black men, according to black women. I'm not sure what you mean by that, and I'm sorry.
I don't even know what that means yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that means, and
I don't know what the fuck.
I guess
Can they clarify?
I guess what they're saying is like, apparently Dark Meteorite is saying that black women are saying that when it concerns white dudes or others, they feel that they are treated better, I guess, and not necessarily just based on how they look.
Okay. Can I speak on that? I get it now. I think I get it now.
But hold on 1 second, man. I gotta make sure Ron what's up, bro? What do you think about that?
I think about white men treating black women better.
That's what Dark Meteorite is saying. That's according to, well, first off, like according to black women, no, man. That's according to a couple black women. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how I feel about that because, like, it's kind of like a fad almost. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, you may think that till he get mad, he gonna call you nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, till you uncomfortable at the family picnic and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
It's different variables of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing like a black man and a black woman. You know what I mean? And it's that connection is greater than anything I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you.
I haven't had anything better than that. You know what I mean? Like, for me, to each his own. Like, I try not to knock anybody. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got white uncle, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the nigga treat my aunt like gold. You know what I mean? So I would never. Who am I to say otherwise? You know what I mean? I only know from my experiences. So, like, with that being said, to an extent, yeah, that's possibly true. You know what I mean? But then at the same time, you looking at that white dude in a whole another light than what you value a black man. You understand what I'm saying? Like you got to be more understanding to be with a white dude than a black dude, essentially, right? In that case, like the white dude get a clean slate of more understanding and all this other shit. It may be some other shit that she wasn't willing to do with her brother. You know, it depends. Like I don't know. I got homies who got white wives and all of that. Yo, I don't knock them because what work for them, and what work for me. So I don't know. Like to generalize that statement, I think would be idiotic. You know what I mean? Like to generalize that. So for some black women, they may feel like that, and then they perception, it may be true. So I don't feel like that. You know what I mean? I think that's bullshit. But you know, like I think it's an excuse. You know what I mean? Because like, we're the number one target in American society. You know what I'm saying? From the time you walk out your door to go to work or do whatever that you do, you gotta worry about the police. You know what I mean? From the police, it's your job. You know what I mean? It's a whole. We constantly under attack 24/7 a day. You know what I mean? 24/7. So I don't know. Like some black women don't value black men, and vice versa. It just depends on the person. It depends on where you at in life.
I mean, you're gonna have like those are anomalies, if you ask me. Like that's the lizard with two tails type of shit. Does it happen? Yeah. You know, is it some shit that you're seeing on a regular basis? No, the numbers don't bear it out. No, the numbers don't bear it out either. However, numerically speaking, like it's more black women than men. So are we literally, you know, like speaking of hypocrisy of women, is that hypocritical of us for us to say, well, we know for a fact some of y'all just gonna be lonely, so stay lonely, don't fuck with nobody else, but we don't have enough of us to satisfy. Y'all will be side pieces. We just gonna designate y'all that.
Yo, but all I'm saying is, like, I'm not saying like I said, to each his own, and you're totally right. But by numbers alone, yeah, it's not enough. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough of us for them. So, you know, and people come from different places, different cultures, but you know, all that shit. So it depends, but like, I don't know. Like, you know, it's kind of like the same perception, whereas, you know, like brothers can walk over white women. It's kind of like the same perception with black women and white men. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I got a whole different angle on it. My angle on it is, when Doc Meteorite, basically what he said black people feel this way about, or black women is basically uplifting the white guy and putting down a black guy. I personally don't take black women seriously when I see that shit. When I see it on the internet, if I happen to catch a YouTube video where it's a black chick down on black dudes and praising white men, I don't take them seriously. The reason I don't is because that chick just had a bad breakup, a bad situation with a black dude. She bitter, so she wanted to get online and trash black men. When she gets it out her system and she get through trashing black men, another black dude gonna woo her, get in her ear, talk shit to her, and she gonna be with that dude. Even if she give a white dude some pussy just to piss a black dude off. A lot of this shit is just childish behavior. To say that black women feel like what Doc Meteorite just typed, if he's getting that from what he's read on the internet or black women talking, or what he heard them say on a little video streams, one or the two, or maybe he was in a circle, a bunch of black girls talking that shit. But you got to understand how women operate. Women attack our egos.
Right.
When you piss a woman off, first thing she gunning for is your ego. Does she mean what she say? You know, that's a given. Throw it up in the air. But I watch the black woman's actions. They usually end up with a black dude anyway. They get it out. Yeah, they say some foul shit. Yeah, niggas ain't shit. Niggas always cheat. Black man this. Niggas is broke. They got all the little shit that they say to us, the little memes that they put on the internet to try to fuck with us. But that's on the computer. Who she laying down with? What color is the dick that's in her mouth? Because I have been in spaces where I've heard them talking that shit, but the dick they riding is a black dick. So they do what they do and say shit to fuck with you. And if you feed into it, then you're going to get caught up in that whirlwind of propaganda. Because that's what it is. It's relationship propaganda is what the fuck it is. Don't even fucking give it your time of day. Don't give it your energy. Like when you just said wrong, you went all into it. I don't even let my mind go that far because I know whoever black woman said that shit is full of shit. She don't really believe that shit.
Right.
She don't.
Like
she's saying it to piss you off because she just broke up with this nigga who cheated on her, and she can't get past this one nigga who cheated on her.
No,
you know?
I mean, like we got to be honest. It's some people out there that's just the way they feel. You know, like let's not lie about it.
You mentioned the numbers though, John.
Yeah, but
really
I'm
all
just
black
saying,
women or a few chicks.
Like again, that's the lizard with two tails, bruh. Like
a few chicks.
I had a situation in which like I had a young lady who was, you know what I'm saying, like she liked me and whatnot, and she was engaged. You know what I'm saying? Like she was engaged to a white dude. So you know what I mean? Like she knew this chick I used to deal with, you know what I mean, blah, what up. Like she kind of put it out there, like this is like my club security days or whatever, you know what I mean? When I was, you know what I mean, working at clubs and shit. So like she was like, yeah, you know, she was like, yo, let me give you a ride to your car. So I was wary, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of like, what? Like, bitch, you got a whole nigga at the crib, you know what I'm saying? He just white. You know what I'm saying? So we had the joint, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like she trying to go. Like I'm like dead ass, yo, like touching, grabbing, you know what I'm saying? Like all this shit. Like, yo, give me a number, blase, blah, right?
Right.
This is the hypocrisy. So long story short, she takes me to my car. We, you know what I mean? We talking and shit. And I could just tell she waiting for me to kick shit off. So I'm like, oh nah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I give it the whole spiel, like, yo, check this out. Right? This is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, I know you got a situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just bumped into the right nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know, look, check this out. You know, boom, boom, boom. So I text her just to confirm. So I text her like the next day. Like, I think it might have been like 3 a.m. So I text her like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you was trying, you know, you was trying to go for real. She was like, yeah. So long story short, her nigga picked the phone up and seen the shit.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So her dude seen the text and seen her response.
Ooh.
So and seen her right, saw her response. So she calls me the next day and was like, yo, basically telling me like, yo, he saw our conversation. So she's like, so I'm like, yo, so what the fuck you telling me for? You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's your problem, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this not in the, you know what I mean? Like, this wasn't part of the you know, the negotiations. You know what I mean? Like, this wasn't in the contract. So, yo, this dude called my phone all day, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't smash on your girl. I ain't smash her. I ain't kiss her. Like, I ain't touch her. Like, yo, she grabbed my shit, you know what I'm saying, a few times and was like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, at that point, she already made up her mind. So she's calling me like, yo, can you talk to him? And blah. I'm not doing all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, this is your issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, he saw everything he needed to see. You know what I mean? Like, instead of her being accountable and saying, hey, you know what? I made a mistake. I was drunk. Whatever the case may have been. Tell whatever she needed to have that conversation she needed to have with him, she didn't have this shit. So instead, the blame was trying to get pushed on me. Now, as a graduate, you know what I'm saying? As a graduate of Side Nigga University, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't none of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Ain't none of this shit on me. All this shit is on you at this point.
Hey, first in his class, bro.
Hey, man, listen. Yo, she tried to put the shit on.
I ain't gonna lie. My wife raised me up and got me out the Side Nigga joint too. I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, she was trying to put pressure on me to secure her shit. That's not my job. That's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you knew what you was getting into with me. before any of this shit transpired. Now, granted, nothing transpired between me and her, but she was gonna put the shit on me. So it's no accountability. Like, she should be able to have a conversation with her dude and say whatever needs to be said between them two. I ain't got shit to do with that. That's her issue. You know what I mean? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, this would have been my issue.
So wait, what exactly did she want you to tell him though?
She wanted me to tell the nigga that nothing happened between us and, and all this other goofy shit. You know what I mean? Like that. Basically, I ain't fucked. Basically, is what it was. You know what I'm saying? Basically, be like, yo, tell this nigga that we ain't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. Man, I'm not explaining myself to no other grown-ass man. Like, you got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it was my girl, I'm not checking him. I'm checking her. Bottom line, I don't need to talk.
Was that the last time y'all talked?
Yeah, that's the last time we talked.
Okay.
Like, he married her. You know what I'm saying? Like, he married her. You know what I'm saying? Like the sucker he is. You know what I mean? But, it is what it is.
Ouch.
Yeah, like, just know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I ain't that nigga. Like, I'm not calling another nigga phone trying to find out nothing, bro. Like, I saw what I needed to see. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to be woman enough to man, you know what I mean, the woman up and say whatever she need to say to that nigga to make that nigga secure in their situation.
I mean, well, apparently she did. They got married.
Man, listen, bro.
I'm just saying. Whatever she said worked.
Yeah, I'm explaining myself to no motherfucking grown. It ain't even matter that he was white. I'm just explaining myself to no nigga. Period. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
Yeah, especially when your fiance was on me. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's your issue, bro. Huh?
The dude that she married was white, and it was a white guy?
Yeah.
That's why she married him.
That's why she married him, right?
That's why she wanted you to explain to that nigga. You were trying to secure that bag. Let me get off. Don't go back to mute.
Yeah, like, I'm not explaining shit. Like, I'm not explaining shit.
I mean, I feel you on not explaining shit. And the reason you see the big ass Skype sign on there is like when it alternate. Like, say I haven't figured out how to bring, if we can make each call separate, so I can give each person their own like little quote unquote their box or whatever. But right now I got Rome and open on the same one, so it like a switch depending on who talking.
Yeah, so it's like, you got some women that'll tell they dude what it is. Now, how he accept it or if he pay attention to what she's saying is one thing. But you got some women that'll be woman enough to say, hey, nigga, this what happened, this what didn't happen. You know what I mean? You got some women, they just gonna blame the shit on the nigga. So, like, I don't know what she told this nigga I said or did. You know what I'm saying? She could have told this nigga anything. Like, oh, he be bothering me. And, the whole time, bro, she was all on me. You know what I'm saying? The whole time she was all over me. So it's like, bitch, you about to get married. You just want to make sure that, because what it was, she from Philly. And, I got a bed and shit. So she's like, you remind me of home. And I was like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told her, like, you got the right nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, just chill out. You know what I'm saying? Just chill out, you know what I mean? Enjoy life. You plan your wedding. You know what I mean? All that shit, and she insisted. Like, she was trying to go. And I was like, man, you know what? You need to make sure that this is really what you want. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling her this shit. Like, before I indulge, like, now, old me, I'd have just smashed, you know what I'm saying? And probably just not answered her calls for real. You know what I mean? After that point. So she was texting me like, yo, nigga, seen our phone conversation and all this goofy ass shit. Like, shit I just don't deal with. Like.
I swear to God, bro. You find yourself in the craziest situations, man. I don't know how this shit, like, just. It's nuts, bro. Oh,
it's nuts.
But look at this. It's a meme on here, bro. When you meet his homeboys and you got the ugliest one, and his chick crying, like, that's fucked up though. But that's okay if women do that shit.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Listen. Like I said, if any type of situation that you can replace she with he, and the perception changes,
yeah,
it's bullshit.
And that's that, but that does go both ways though. Like
it does go both ways. Now you got niggas out here doing sucker ass shit. Now I'm not just trying to sit here and make excuses for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about individual accountability, regardless of gender.
But we hear
You know
about
what I mean?
we hear about us all the time though.
Right. We always hear about us. But you know what I mean? Like you'll never hear about what they did that led up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga might cheat, but it's I ain't had a home cooked meal in 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And I said something to you about the shit, and you know what I mean? Like I'm tired of eating out every motherfucker.
So wait, bro, that's your cutoff for where you feel like you can cheat.
No, that's just a hypothetical. This is a hypothetical example. But yeah, like I never go 3 weeks without a home cooked meal. Like it ain't happening.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going no fucking 3 weeks without no home cooked meal, bro. Like I'm gonna make that shit my motherfucking self and come down to it. But at the end of the day, if that's the standard she set, like if we first got together and I got a home cooked meal every Sunday, you know what I'm saying? And for 3 weeks, for 3 Sundays, I ain't getting no home cooked meal. Yeah, that's just a fucking problem. Like something up. You know what I mean? So it just depends, bro. But like this is all hypothetical.
Right.
But, you know what I mean? Like, and if a nigga coworker was like, hey, I sell dinners or whatever, that's the new way. Like females be selling dinners or whatnot. And I buy dinner from my homegirl or from a female, period, and I take that shit home, that's a whole argument.
Really?
Nigga, what? I'll tell you what. Let you and your old lady be going through something and she ain't cooking and you come home with a motherfucking plate, nigga, and your mama ain't making. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just an argument, bro.
I'm thinking like you know how like when you go to the church had a little barbecue sale and they had a little styrofoam
this
plate.
ain't no church shit. You picked it up from the bitch house.
Okay, that's different though, bro.
Yeah, but see, if she was accountable and was like, well, I ain't make this nigga a home cooked meal in 3 Sundays, that's her fault.
But Rome, come on now. I think the home cooked meal analogy is a little light. I think you need to give a better example than that, fam. You go fix your ass a sandwich, nigga. Get out of here. Nigga, get your ass in the kitchen and put some bologna on some bread, nigga.
Like, bro, come on, man. And nigga, three weeks is his limit, bro. Like, hey. I have counted off the calendar 21 days. I have not had a home cooked meal. I'm going to get some extra ass. It's your fault.
I ain't saying nothing about no ass though. I said a meal. But see, this is where niggas be falling into the traps though, because it could be a whole female digging you. Like, have y'all watched Insecure, the series on HBO?
Mm-mm.
My wife watched that shit. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Insecure is a good show. Like I only watched the first season though, because I don't watch much TV. But the first season was about this career. I don't want to say she was a career woman, but you know what I mean. Like she had a good dude, and whatever was going on in her life, she was neglecting her obligations to her dude pretty much. The whole season, it was this lady that worked at the bank that was fine as shit, fat ass, all of this shit. He was going to do all this bullshit with his girl because she was insecure as fuck. At the end of the season, they broke up, and that nigga was over the shorty from the bank crib, burning that ass up. You know why? Because she made herself available and she catered to whatever it was that nigga was needing. You know what I mean? Now you could look at it vice versa, male or female. Like that's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? But he was playing his part as a boyfriend, but she was on some bullshit, so he fell back. You know what I mean? Like that's just what happens. Like you don't know how niggas handle shit. Like for some niggas, it's all right. Well, you know what I mean? Like niggas be having options for real.
I mean, yeah, that's true too. But like having options and the steps that you take those options are sometimes confused. Like it sounds like old boy did things like the natural course of shit. Okay, I tried to work it out. The shit didn't work. I moved on to somebody that I knew was an opportunity. But that's different than I'm going to cheat on you and then blame you for me cheating on you and expect you to stick around.
No, nobody's ill. That's the thing, yo. Like when you make decisions like that, like what comes with it just comes along with it. Like I can't be mad. Like I got caught cheating. I pretty much kept the shit all the way a buck and was like, yo, look, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I did this. You know what I mean? I did that. This is what I did. I admitted everything I did. I gave her time to make a decision. Like, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And moved on. And it was like, yo, I moved on and got back together and all that shit. And all I heard about was what the fuck I did. You know what I'm saying? Where we didn't both forgave each other and we didn't have these words, but all I heard about was, yeah, because, you know, like we only had issues because she couldn't get over the fact that I cheated. So it's kind of like, yo, I'd much rather you be like, not be with me than to get back with me and torture me and tell me about the mistake that I already know that I've apologized for. I ain't expecting you to forget about it, but I do expect you to forgive me.
So did you end up cheating on her again?
Yo, chill, man. You met. Hold on, let me.
Just ask it, bro. You
I'm
know,
just saying, at
later on
some
down
point,
the
you
road,
gotta
yeah.
just break up and go find somebody else. This cheating shit is like, at some point, you gotta just leave the motherfucker alone. Look, bitch, I'm tired of you. Bye.
you know what though? Like
I'm gonna do this and leave it. I'll leave you alone. You know, that's just.
I think
Go ahead.
that depending, you know, like some people for whatever reason, they get in a cycle of that's okay, like kind of back and forth. Like they get back together, somebody fuck up, one of the other is payback for the other one. And for some reason that seems to kind of like be their thing for a while. And I'm not sure why, but I've seen it. You know, so that's you know, like I don't know how, well, I guess if you ever checked out the show, man, we be all over the place sometimes. But like cheating on somebody is some vicious shit though, bruh. Like and well, I take that back. Like say you've been with somebody for like a couple months and you cheat on somebody. That's different than you've been with somebody 5 years and you cheat on them.
Yeah, yo, that's different. Now I set the precedent because I cheated early, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I cheated early in a relationship.
This is wrong, dog. This is wrong, dog.
Yo, you say I set the precedent. Oh my goodness, bro.
I cheated early in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Early. Man, like 3-4 months. You know what I mean? So it's like, we didn't have that much invested. You know what I'm saying? Like we was just really getting to know each other. You know what I mean? Like I didn't take it as serious. So it was just kind of like, you know, here and there. You know what I mean? And yeah, bro, like I kind of just felt like I got pulled back in a situation just to be tortured. You know what I mean? About what the fuck I did. And, you know, eventually, yeah, I stopped dealing with it. You know, because it was just like, all right, well, I could respect it if it was like, yo, I can't get over you cheating on me. I can't fuck with you no more. I could respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That I could respect. That I could definitely respect. But you know what I mean? Like for me, like the hypocrisy about this shit was that, you know, I forgive you. I understand where you were at. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm not going to put all the blame on you. And, you know, I was lacking in this and I wasn't doing that. And then I'm like, yo, but that was the bait. That was the bait. You know what I mean? So I fell for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I fell for that shit and I went back in it.
Like, at no point do you feel any responsibility for any of that.
I'm not saying I definitely have responsibility in it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I definitely have responsibility in it. You know what I mean? But like, with that being said, but when they saying the shit that you want to hear, like, you know, we can get over it, but we really not over it. You know what I'm saying? I'm over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the one cheating. You know what I mean? But she said she was over it, but she really wasn't.
I mean, well, you have nothing to get over, bruh.
Yeah, I had shit to get over, nigga. Like, I lost my side bitch. What you mean? What you mean?
Bro, dog, you dumb, dog.
What you mean? Yo,
Oh
if she
my
ain't,
god!
if she ain't cook on Sunday, I know she was cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'll be over there.
But you know what, Job? It is one thing I want to agree with Rome on. I know you're gonna beat me down, but I can't lie and say I haven't seen this behavior. It's some chicks that don't need to be in a relationship. They actually need to be single. Because there's some chicks that just can't keep they fucking legs closed for one dick and can't focus on one dude and just like that attention from men. And it's actually okay for a chick to be like that as long as she's single. But they be really wanting a dude at the house, and so they can go run these motherfucking streets, and they want him to not run the streets, and want him to be faithful to her. So I can't say I've seen that. Now it's not all women, of course. I ain't gonna indict all women, but I ain't gonna front and say like I ain't in my single life ran across some chicks like some side nigga university. I'm the side nigga, and look, the dude she cheating on, he can't do this and he can't do that. I'm talking about laying in the bed butt naked, Giles. I just got through smashing the bitch, and she telling me about nigga. Like, yeah, I went through his phone and he was fucking with another bitch. Bitch, you naked in my bed. What the fuck you mean you mad? Cause you're laying naked in my bed. But you got an attitude with him because you went through his phone and he better not be doing this. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't front and say it ain't true. I just want to make sure that we don't indict all women when we have these little gripes. That's all.
No, we ain't. And I think I tried to make that, as clear as I could early on, definitely. And Rome, you something you you need help, bro. I don't know what's going.
Hey, nigga, that shit was traumatic, bro. Like I was the best boyfriend with her. Like when I had both of them, I was at my peak. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on my job, nigga. You know what I'm saying? like that shit hurt. Like I lost my side chick, my nigga. I was hurt. Like I had to deal with that.
Wow, man.
I had to give her up. You know what I mean? And
wait a minute. You said your heart was broke because you lost your side chick, bro. You stupid, dog. I lost my side chick and I was hurt. But you ain't got any same emotions for the girl you cheating on.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Yeah, man, I was hurt. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, like, yo, she would like, all right, at first I didn't tell her. And then eventually it came out. She chose to fuck with me after the shit. You know what I'm saying? So she now, at this point in time, it wasn't like, I just ain't tell her about it. You know what I mean? In the beginning. So when she found out I was in a relationship, she still chose to fuck with me. So at this point in time, we know all the rules to the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, she was like, you know what, Jerome? I know we ain't never really gonna be together, blah, 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 whatever. So I'm like, yeah, you're kind of right. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, when we together when I'm with you, you know what I'm saying? Like that gotta count for something. You know what I mean? So, like eventually she was like, I told her, I was like, yo, go get a boyfriend. Shit. You know what I'm saying? So she started dating, but she wouldn't kick out no ass.
Oh.
So she's like, yo, I can't really get a boyfriend because, like I ain't fucking these niggas. So, I was like, all right, well, I guess you got a decision to make. And she chose not to fuck. You know what I mean? She made her choice. So like when my situation came to a head, it was what it was, but the shit hurt, you know what I mean? Cause she was pretty she was good people. I had to recover from that.
Wow, bro. It's got to be some type of like fancy ass term for that, bro. But that
Rome was your girl good people. The one you was cheating on, not the side chick. The girl you was cheating on. It was she good people.
when she wanted to be. I mean, yeah, all right.
Because you're not hurt. You're not hurt about her. You hurt about the side chick.
Right. Like that's oh, come on, bro.
I was hurt on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Like I was hurt on both ends because I disappointed my girl. You know what I mean? Like we had to take, we had to, backtrack a little bit, to get it together and all of that.
But you do realize though, bro, that like the fact that your side piece hurt your feelings, man. Like losing them and that was like the first thing you said. Like that, it's hilarious though, bro.
Nah, bro.
Not even gonna lie. Shit was hilarious, bro.
I'm just saying, man, like when you indulge in this shit, like I tell you all the time, man, you know what I'm saying? Like a silver medal, like all right, like say like the price of gold, right? Like the price of gold is the highest standard, you know what I mean? And then you got silver. Like silver's still mad valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not quite gold, but it's still a valuable metal. You know what I mean? It's still a valuable element. You know what I mean? Like, yo, like my nigga, like silver medals mean something. So yeah, I lost, you know what I'm saying? Like I lost my silver medal in my life, bro. Like that shit meant something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that shit hurt, my nigga. My nigga ain't gonna hold you.
Wow, bro. I cannot say that I have.
Bro, you crazy.
Yeah, man.
That's all I gotta say, dog. You crazy as hell, nigga.
Hey, you know they gonna clown us for the title of this show, bro. Like hell no, like that. But that was hypocritical, bro. Like that.
I'm pro hypocrite though. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen,
I don't think he cares. That's why it's so funny.
It's exactly. You're totally right. Listen, I know it sound fucked up, but I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel. You know what I mean? And
I respect that.
Yeah, like I know it's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
too. That's why I'm laughing. Like I can't even attack you. Like this shit is funny, dog. I can't. I'm not even mad. It's just hilarious. At least you honest. And you know what I'm saying? As silly as it sounds, I actually understand what you said. It's just funny. I personally wouldn't say it out loud myself, though.
it's like I said from the beginning of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody operates off a double standard. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so you know what I mean? Like we talk about cheating. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I can joke about my experiences, but also bring it back. You know what I mean? And say some real shit at the end of the day when it come down to it. Like, yo, I understand. Like, you know, like multiple women and, you know, like, yo, trust me, if I could get it all how I want to get it all, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, somebody going to get hurt in them situations. That's just what happens.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like, somebody going to have their feelings hurt. You know, but, you know, like, when it's all said and done, I know this shit is fucked up. Yeah, but I really don't care because it's like, you know what? Everybody's got their shit with them. It's always something. It's always something. Whether it be, nigga, you get the drumstick every time niggas fry chicken. You know what I'm saying? And I like drumsticks too. Or, you know what? I got a situation in which all your bullshit, I get to vent to her about and she make that shit go away. You know what I'm saying? And I come home happy. Even when you know, and if she wasn't there, I wouldn't be so happy. You know what
I mean? Then go be with her. Go be with her.
Oh my goodness.
If she make you happy, go be with her. And leave her alone.
See, man, you got to come into the deal saying, "Hey, look, this is it. This is who I am. This is what I do. Are you a willing participant in me having a side piece? If you do that, then hey, it is what it is. Who can be mad at that? You know." But
yeah, man. But like,
when
I've done that shit too. I've literally done that shit. And shit was all good for a minute, but you know, women being women, and I hate to say that shit like in generalized women, but like as we stated, women are all emotion. You know what I mean? So it flew for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, until, you know, like she decided she wanted to vent about the shit. And then I was like, yo, but you signed up for this shit. Like you don't get to go the King's Dominion, you don't get to go to Six Flags and get on the Superman and be halfway through the ride and decide you want to get off. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta finish the ride out, my nigga. You know what I mean? Whether you scared, you know what I'm saying, you piss on yourself, or whatever. There's some shit that come along with it. Like, it's some shit that come along with it when you decide that lifestyle. But it is what it is. Like, you knew what you were signing up for. Like, yo, if you too short, like, yo, like, I go to the gym, my nigga. If I take my son to the gym right now, I gotta sign a waiver. You know what I'm saying? Saying that anything that happened to him, they not responsible for.
Right.
It's kind of like the same shit.
No.
It's kind of like the same shit.
But, bruh, we got like 5 minutes left to go, man. I just realized that.
Yeah, so let me get my shout outs now, man.
Yeah, do that. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, man. Shout out to Keys Development.
Yeah.
Shout out to 300 Gangsters. Shout out at Not Safe for Ears on IG, man. That's family.
Right.
Shout out my man, Yogi _ B247, man. Shout out all my family, everybody rocking with us, man. Shout out Liberation Minded Media. Shout out Knowledge.
No
everybody,
doubt.
man. Follow me on IG. Driving for Perfection _43. I usually just post music and flyers and whatnot, but I'm start posting myself a little bit more, man. Be more interactive with people. You know what I mean? Holla at me. I'll post some dope shit. Follow us on IG at My Skin Is My Sin _1. Holla at us tomorrow, man. We got the water cooler popping, and holla at y'all tomorrow.
Hey, and we're gonna do the water cooler at 9:00 tomorrow, man. Yeah, definitely shout out to the family, man. Liberation Minded Media, that is Through the Knowledge Radio, the Rundown with Renee, Black Eye Stand Radio, and My Skin Is My Sin. I don't know why I'm tripping today, man. Anyway, and go check out mrochelle.com, man. Check out the website, myskinismysin.net. We're gonna keep doing it this way. We just gonna get better at it. Just let me fuck with it a little bit. Definitely was kind of dope though, man. Shout out to Open Mind for stopping by too. That shit worked almost flawlessly. I got to figure out how to do that shit on separate channels. And actually, I know I can run this shit through a couple programs I got. I think. Oh, Open, you got to send me those programs with the for the screen shit too.
Oh, I haven't purchased that software yet.
Oh,
I'll send you the link.
Well, yeah, just
I don't have the software.
hey, send me the link, bro. I'll look through it.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. You can buy it for yourself, but I ain't got that shit.
Oh.
I'm still procrastinating.
All right, no doubt, man.
I
Hey,
got you. I'm gonna link it to you.
all right, and do us a favor, man. Dark Meteorite, share the show, bro. Let people know, man. My Skin Is My Sin been out here, bro, for years. Check the resume. We got files, bro. We've been telling
That's
y'all
a
for a
fact.
minute.
That's a fact.
And what we gonna do is I'm gonna hit you with another joint. Well, actually, just cause I can.
Play some B-Dot, yo. I was bumming B-Dot today, yo.
I ain't got that in the but I know how I could do that though. You know what? Let's try this too, since everything else been going all right. We just gonna when we do this, I can kind of wing it. I do believe. And what is it? What's the name of the joint though? Oh, there we
Which
go.
one?
I know which song I'm thinking about.
I say.
Is that? Yep. All right, let's go. Hopefully, we ain't got no commercial.
Yeah, we all gon' get it. Yeah, we all gon' get it. All of my niggas is out here sinning. We've been doing this since the beginning. Big body things, switching the names. All of my niggas is trying to win it. You see the chains, ain't nothing changed. Let's talk about it if you got a minute. I've been going through some things. I've been coping with the pain. Now I'm open to the fame. Cause I've been focused on the aim. And we all gon' get it. I know we all gon' get it. But we don't see no difference. So here to keep your distance. All of my brothers come from the bottom. We ain't vote for no Hillary Rodham. We ain't vote for no Donald Trump either. We gon' eat, but don't try to force feed us. Them ain't my niggas, but them my niggas. Yeah, we all from the bottom. Yeah, we all from the dirt, so we carry street sweepers. Ain't nothing you can teach us. Puffin' on some reefer, trying to go cop the latest Jordan just to keep up with all the divas. Sound system in the whip, trap music going through the speakers, blew my tweeters. Grandma tell a little boy since the sandbox that he needed Jesus. Actually, now we needed pistols for the enemies with issues try to get you. This is gang bang. gang territory. This is stage 5 category. Where the man said the streets high. Cold murder, give him 3 shots. Just to get stripes like Adidas. Niggas run up on you for your Reeboks. Single mother trying to detox. Oldest son trying to sling rocks. What a paradox. But the paranoia make you open Pandora box. Run a paradise. Taking chances hoping that it lands you out in paradise. What a paradigm shift. Air in my clip. Even though I got a righteous mind. Gotta keep in mind that the next man ain't gotta care for my shit. Like, yeah, we all gon' get it. Yeah, we all gon' get it. All of my niggas is out here sinning. We been doing this since the beginning. Big body gang, switching the lanes. All of my niggas is trying to win it. You see the chains, ain't nothing changed. Let's talk about it if you got a minute. I've been going through some things. I've been coping with the pain. Now I'm open to the fame. Cause I've been focused on the aim. And we all gon' get it. I bet we all gon' get it. And we don't see no difference. So here to keep your distance. All of my homies is banging something. All of my homies is crippled blooding. Pull up on them, they ain't saying